This is your stimulus payment update for Tuesday, April 28th. On this episode, I'm going to talk with you guys about the payments are coming in and the exact timeline of those payments, whether you've seen one already or you're still waiting on one. Also, I want to talk with you about the Get My Payment tool and how much you should be trusting that tool at this point. Also, we're going to tell you the states that are getting the largest stimulus checks, or at least the individuals in the states that are getting the largest stimulus checks. Is your state on the list? And why are people in these states getting the highest checks? I'm going to tell you that. Also, what are the chances on the next stimulus package that they are debating right now that they will issue another direct payment to Americans? I will update you on that and tell you some of the good news that's coming out since the last time I reported on it. But the first is the payments are coming in. So this is a big week if you are Social Security, SSDI, RRB, or a survivor. Many of you have already seen your payments come in either via direct deposit. Some people are getting checks as well. Tomorrow is going to be the biggest day for most. Tens of millions of deposits are going to be made tomorrow. So that's going to be the big day. Some people are going to see it Thursday and Friday. So by the end of the week, probably 40 to 50 million more Americans will get their stimulus payment finally. If you are SSI or a veteran, now some people in those groups are already seeing their payouts, which is a good thing. However, if you're not, don't worry about it because the vast majority have still not seen it, a part of those groups. Your time to see it is going to be early May. Remember, the IRS has a deadline for filing for dependents if you're SSI or a veteran, and that deadline is May 5th, which means they will begin issuing the massive direct deposits after May 5th. So they basically said between May 6th and May 15th is when most on SSI and who are a veteran will receive their payment. So if you haven't seen it yet, the IRS is just super slow, and that's the time period they're going to do it. What about this Get My Payment tool? Can you trust that tool yet? Well, on this channel, when we first reported the very first time they put that tool up, nearly everyone across the board had no success with it. I mean, maybe 10% of the people had a successful result. Since the update that they did 2 days ago, I have now seen about 50% of the people finding success with it. So if you have and it tells you when you're going to get your deposit, excellent. If you're getting a notification that's still telling you it cannot be determined or your eligibility, just don't trust it. Okay? If you get a positive result, excellent. If you get a negative result, you might as well just write it off as the tool is still not that good. But it's definitely better for more people, but not for everybody. So if it's not working for you, don't worry about it. It's not working for a lot of people. Next on the stimulus news items, the states that are getting the highest stimulus checks right now, at least the citizens in those states. So number 5, Florida, average of $2,501. Number 4, the citizens of Alabama, $2,518. Number 3, Louisiana, $2,543. Number 2 on the list, New Mexico citizens are getting an average check of $2,571. And the state with the highest stimulus check average, Mississippi, the average citizen there, at least family-wise, family household, is receiving a check of $2,659. And so the question becomes, why are these states seeing the highest payments? Well, the indicators are that the incomes there, or the median income, is lower than the average, and they have more qualifying children in general in those states, which are leading to the higher than average stimulus check. So that's that. Now, what about the next stimulus package? Because we've starting to see the payouts now here for most people in this last one. Is there going to be another payout that's coming in? Now, if you saw my last update on it, I've had some concerns because I believe that there's going to be more contention this time than ever before, which is not a good thing. Because if both sides want something and they're arguing back and forth and they can give up things here and there, then that generally will mean that there could be another payout. But if one side is starting to say, no, we're done with the payments right now, let's just see how America does with what we've done so far and let's reopen, that's not going to be good for seeing another stimulus check payout. However, it's recently come out now that Mitch McConnell is starting to consider some things as far as providing more aid to state and local governments. He's been saying that he's willing to consider it as long as the aid only goes to those things that are related to the coronavirus pandemic. So that's good, meaning he's willing to at least consider it, which 2 days ago, it seemed like he wasn't willing at all. And even Donald Trump didn't look like he was willing at all. However, Donald Trump does want infrastructure. So when you start to look at these things back and forth, is it possible? It is possible, because we're starting to see interest on both sides that each side wants their own things and they're willing to sort of compromise here and there. But it's going to be hard. I can't lie to you. It's not going to be easy. This is not going to be one that's just a definite. Certainly the bills that have been proposed so far, like the $2,000 a month for 6 months, basically $12,000 for each citizen. Households could receive upwards of $24,000 over 6 months and more. Stuff like that is not going to get passed. The free rent and the mortgage is not going to happen. So maybe another $1,200 payout, possibly. Maybe $1,000 for a couple of months, possibly. That's something that might be realistic with the climate in the House and the Senate. So that's what I see right now for the next stimulus bill. If there's more updates, if we get more information, we'll continue to let you guys know. Consider subscribing to the channel and turning on the notifications if you want to be notified as we have our stimulus updates. We will catch you guys next time.